Hi, I'm Peter Travers, movie critic for Rolling Stone, and we're talking about a big weekend for movies. And the biggest thing, the one at the top, Quantum of Solace, the new James Bond movie. You know, about 5 or 6 years ago, nobody really cared. It would be Pierce Brosnan or somebody. But 2 years ago, with Casino Royale, Daniel Craig not only played James Bond, but reinvented him for a new century. This was big news. I love this movie. You loved it too because you went out to see it. So I was like this. I was eager. I was so ready to see Quantum of Solace. And you know what happened? I'm not saying it's bad because Daniel Craig is still really good as James Bond. But what happened? Where did the character stuff go? Where is the fun? Instead, we get a kind of born penis envy movie where the director of this movie, Mark Forster, who is used to doing arty independent movies like Monsters Ball or Stranger Than Fiction, decided he was going to do his first action movie and just kept going, action, 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 action. There's nothing going on in this but cars bashing into each other. We've seen this forever. So there's Daniel Craig trying to get something going, and it's not happening. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm just saying what happened. Even the Bond girl, this is a Ukrainian actress called Olga Kurylenko. Nothing goes on with her in Bond. Absolutely nothing. They're both looking for revenge on somebody. I didn't even care. The villain, there's two of them. I didn't care about the villain. I wasn't scared about the villain. Everything about it, including the horrible theme song, which is sung by Jack White and Alicia Keys. It sucks. It's awful. It's as stupid as the title, Quantum of Solace, which makes no sense. And is that going to matter to you? No, because like me, you're going to see it no matter what I say, because you want to see Daniel Craig. So hold on to that, because Daniel Craig is still the best James Bond since Sean Connery. So that's the best thing I could think about that. So what else is out there? There is a movie called Slumdog Millionaire. It's starring nobody you ever heard of, and it's set in Mumbai, and it is directed by somebody you know. That would be Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle is the guy who directed Trainspotting and who directed that great zombie movie, 28 Days Later. You got to remember that because the zombies all, instead of going like, got up and ran. I mean, they flew around the screen. He makes this movie just come to life. Simple story, a young slum kid gets to go on the India version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, almost wins, but because it's Mumbai, the cops take him out and just beat the crap out of him. They say, how could you, some slum kid, be winning this? I don't think this is what Regis Philbin was doing when it started in America, but then I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. What I do know about this movie is it's a love story, it's an adventure, it's got suspense, it's got violence. There's nothing sweet about this love story. But without my saying another word, I'm going to predict right here that Slumdog Millionaire will be one of the 5 nominees for the Academy Award as Best Picture of 2008 and deserves to be there. So just go. Even the subtitles in this movie, Danny Boyle tosses them at the screen like confetti. Nothing about this movie looks like any boring Hollywood formula movie. You've got to see it. So I know you're going to James Bond, but right after that, head over to Slumdog Millionaire.
What can our Slumdog possibly know?
We went on the show because I thought she'd be watching. She's my destiny.
All right, now comes my favorite part of the show, where I get to put another movie in the scum bucket. I love to do this because that scum bucket is already filled with Beverly Hills Chihuahuas.
I'm a Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
It's got Paris Hilton in there. And those horrible moron kids from High School Musical 3.
This is the last game, so make it count it right. This is the last chance to make it all night. We gotta show.
But who's going in today? Madonna. Madonna, people, directed a movie called Filth and Wisdom. She directed it. She did us all a favor, those of us who love acting, and does not appear in the movie. But I'm here to say that she directs just as well as she acts, which is appallingly. This is a horrible movie, even though it has Eugene Hoots in it from Gogol Bordello. And he's got a look and a sound that's great, but everything Madonna makes him do, in terms of the sound, makes you cringe. So Chihuahuas, get ready for Madonna.
Ay, Chihuahua.
And I'm Peter Travers.